An accelerating AWS, even 1% better than it has been. Look, that growth rate represents a real change in the world of computing. All right, welcome to the Drill Down Earnings. A quick look at the latest earnings from AMZN.com. This is the business story behind one stock on the move. I'm Futurum Group's chief market strategist, Cory Johnson. Amazon earnings were, well, look, Wall Street likes beats or misses. And yeah, we can say this was a beat. These numbers were really, really good. We want to dig into the business here, behind the miss or the beat or whatever. What the business did, the actual numbers, fantastic. Amazon grew sales at 14% year over year to $170 billion. Profits were $11 billion. And across the board, as you dig into this business, you'll see a lot of really big positive moves for the company beyond the headline numbers. Now, the Amazon stuff, selling packages, and hey, look, that was great. Their stores business was also great, up 9%. But I want to look at Amazon Web Services. AWS did $24.4 billion in sales, up 13%. That's slightly better than the 12% growth rates of the last few quarters. And an accelerating AWS, even 1% better than it has been. Look, that growth rate represents a real change in the world of computing. Futurum CEO Daniel Newman points out that AWS is now nearing a $100 billion annual run rate. And as I said, that growth is accelerating now. So how did the stock react to the numbers? Well, how do you think? Look at the chart. The market loved it. Sent the $158 stock up to $170. That's about 8% for a massively big company. And a stock that's now up more than 60% in the last year. Now, if you dig a little bit deeper here and you look at what the company is saying about this, look, a lot of what driving everything in the business is AWS and their AI offerings, not least a B2B product that they call Q. Now, here's Amazon CEO Andy Jassy talking about how companies are using AI, how they're using Q. Look at me with all these acronyms, AMZN, AI, Q. Yeah, they're using Q, artificial intelligence, in some really interesting ways, or so says CEO Andy Jassy.
Attractive to enterprises when they think about coding companions like Q is just if you can get 30-40% better productivity for your developers, which in many cases for companies is their most scarce resource, it's a game changer. And and they won't roll out every bit of code that comes from a coding companion. But if it can assist them to get 80% plus the way there quickly, that's a big deal. And one of the things that's unique about Q is it's not just a coding companion. Yes, it's an expert on AWS. It will help you, it helps you write the code, but it also helps you debug the code, and it helps you test the code, and it helps you do transformations, and it helps you figure out how to multi-step implement features. There's a lot of, it helps you troubleshoot. If there's something in your application that's awry, Q can find it and help you fix it.
All right, what does this all mean? The big drill down earnings takeaway, and one number that means a whole lot? I'll give you a hint, it's about AWS. All that right after this.
The Drill Down is brought to you by the Futurum Group, where analysts, researchers, advisors, content creators, and marketing experts help business leaders anticipate and understand shifts in their industries and build strategies to leverage disruptive innovation. With deep analysis, Futurum Group's extensive industry experience delivers reliable research and data, thought leadership, and actionable advice to help you with your strategy and go-to-market efforts. Futurum Group.
Okay, here's the quick drill down earnings takeaway about Amazon's fantastic quarter just reported. Amazon had a great quarter, revenues up 14% to $170 billion and profits of $11 billion. And really importantly, AWS, Amazon Web Services, saw growth accelerate from the 12% numbers they put up in recent quarters. That acceleration, they say, is going to continue in quarters ahead. Really good news for Amazon. As I promised you, a bite, one number that tells us a whole lot about Amazon.com. Well, first, some context. Amazon Web Services is just 14% of a really big sales number for Amazon.com. But the profits were 54% of Amazon's overall profits. So there's your number, 54%. While AWS is only 14% of revenues, 54% of the profits, AWS clearly letting Amazon run close to break even in all the rest of their businesses so they can grow and grow and grow, and boy, are they. All right, well, thanks for listening to the Drill Down Earnings. I'm Cory Johnson. Follow our quick earnings takes on Instagram or TikTok at DrillDownPod. And keep following our robust earnings reports on YouTube. You can follow me at Twitter X at Cory TV. And follow, like, subscribe. Please subscribe and comment. Tell us what you think. We want to hear from you. I'll even answer. The Drill Down Earnings is part of the 6-5 Media Group.